Good morning, good afternoon, good night to all who may be watching. This is another scene in Lwod's Vampire venue, The Edge of War. Today we have a new member to the city of the Giovanni family. He is coming to see the Padrona of the city. Oh, really, the North End. And he was coming to see how he fits into the city and our little game that we've been playing. You are walking into the main lobby of this skyscraper, and the moment you walk in, you notice that it is very eccentric, very unique. The walls are a glistening white, gold trim, nice chandelier, a bouquet of flowers in the middle. Just very nice.
We'll just look around and wait. Well, follow the instruction I was given and then wait for somebody to call me. And
so far you don't see anything by waiting.
The instruction I was given, or that was passed to me by by my bodyguard, what did it say? It said, "Get to this place," and that was it.
Get to this place. You do not know what to do after you get to this place. If you would like, you can make a wits roll to see if you can have an idea of what to do.
I will. Okay.
All right. With that, you have the quick-witted idea that, hey, this might be a test to see how competent I may be, to see if I can figure out things by myself. Perhaps, maybe I should walk around.
I shall do that while I will probably even do another thing. But I need the rule book to do so. I will try to see if there are spirits around.
Okay.
And like servants or things that maybe the Padrona will probably be using for whatever.
Okay. How are you doing to see the spirits?
If the rulebook helps me, I will use necromancy. Good. 20. Could I use the witness of death? Or does it the sepulchre path and the first yeah, attuning the vampire on living to present incorporeal.
I believe Necromancy 1 lets you see ghosts, right?
Yep, that was yeah.
Just note that you spent a blood. If you spend a blood, you can use it. Spend a blood to activate it, so you are minus 1 blood.
I will. I shall do it. And I have to roll perception plus awareness. It says difficulty 5. Now perception.
I will make this actually a difficulty 4, and you'll understand why.
Perception and awareness. So 5. Yay.
Is my dice not working? Oh, there it is. Cool. Yeah, you definitely rolled accurately. As you look around, you all of a sudden just almost like your eye switches vision to another world and it just kind of flickers in and out. You see a motherfucking beehive of these ghosts. Like there are spirits fucking everywhere. Like it's almost unnerving even to a Giovanni.
God.
You
Home
get the
sweet
feeling
home.
with one wrong step in this place, you're fucked.
Yay. Uh, what does what do most of these spirits look like? Like they are here because they arrived here, or because they were summoned here and they are supposed to be here?
Oh, they're supposed to be here. They were definitely summoned. They're kind of just looming about, if that makes sense. Not really wandering as much as watching.
Are they watching me?
Oh, they're watching everything.
Okay.
But yes, there are quite a few eyeing you.
Hmm. Hmm. Well. If there is, if one of those, if well, what I'm trying to understand if there is anyone that is like actively looking at me, not like these this creature is knows that I'm here, but like I'm supposed to look at this kindred because I was given the order to do so. Basically, looking for somebody that is actually trying to understand what the hell I'm going to do.
Um, as you do me a what do you call it? A perception alertness.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
You are right now just nerve wracked at being in such a place filled with this power. You can't concentrate.
To hell with the spirits. I will just go back to normal side and just look around the place where I am in.
Okay. As you look around, you will see a security guard at the front desk, and a door to the left that says cafeteria, and a door to the right that says HR and management.
Oh. I will go to the bodyguard and say, "Good evenings." Well, it is a man or a woman.
You go to which one?
To the bodyguard
The
at the
security
front
guard
desk.
at the desk.
Yep,
Okay.
security. Sorry.
That is a man.
Good evening, sir. I was supposed to have an appointment here.
I see. And you are trying to meet?
Well, you didn't actually tell me the name of the
I
Padrona.
said her name is Rebecca.
Pardon?
I said her name was Rebecca.
Well, I suppose that the surname would be Giovanni. So I would go with Rebecca Giovanni. Or
Oh,
this is.
Miss Rebecca. Yes, that'll be on the 63rd floor.
I shall do as I'm told, and I will just. Is there an elevator or stairs?
There's a ton of them. In the, if you pass the flower pot, there's two, like, walls that are a bit, like, closer together, and there's about 4 elevators each wall.
I will take a random one, call an elevator, and just get to the floor I was told to.
When you get into the elevator, it shows you 112 floors, and I can only assume that you picked number 63.
Yes. So I will go.
As you pick it, you take about 5 minutes as you listen to some god awful elevator music, Probably something stupid. You just kind of stand there and, click your feet, wait. Eventually, after about 5 minutes of waiting, you get up to the 63rd floor. There, as soon as the elevator opens, you notice that this place is like white, like almost sterile lab white. In fact, you look around and this place is so clean that you could probably eat off the floor and not even get a trace of bacteria in you.
Oh, God. I will step in and then just wait just outside of the elevator and look around.
You will see
And
another security guard desk right by the elevator where you were, and a few little hallways.
go to the security guard.
He looks at you. Roll me a perception investigation.
Okay. Oh, thank God. Okay.
Gotcha. As you look at this guy, you kind of get a glimpse, and it almost looks like his eyes aren't right. Like maybe a little glossy, maybe a little hazy, something like that.
I will basically repeat the exact same thing I told to the other security guard.
Gotcha. He looks at you. You are here to see the Patronas.
Yes.
Understood. She is to the left, in the first door. Please knock before entering.
Thank you. I shall do as you suggest, and I will do exactly what she.
As you
Okay.
knock, you will hear a bit of aggravated argument words. Nothing that you probably wouldn't have heard in your days, businesswomen and all. Eventually, you hear the phone click, and you hear a, "Come in."
Open the door and get in. Good
As you,
evening, lady.
yes, you are. She kind of just stops.
Hey, Giovanni. Just
And I can assume you've come here for new living. Is that correct?
doing the will of Venice.
See. Well. Do you want me to catch you up on things, or do you prefer to figure them out?
If you do have some time to explain things, if you are busy, I will do things. I will try to understand things myself.
I see. I can give you some basic knowledge, for I am indeed a little bit busy. As for the basic knowledge, there is a war going on in the city. The Anarchs, Sabat, and Camarilla are not having good times. We try to stay out of it as much we can, but we do have a somewhat peace agreement with the Anarchs. I'd prefer if you did not break that, for they do provide us some useful amenities. Call it a business deal. There are some troubling Templars looming about. I'd be careful on who you talk to. Make sure they're not trying to poison you. It would not be fun if you got captured, for I do not want to spare any time. But you don't look to be the seeming type to be that weak, but you never know. As for the general state of things, there are a few people that meet in a certain bar every so often that I think you'll get along with. They have proved useful to me in several ways. They can catch you up on a lot more in the city. I assume you have living quarters.
Pardon, I didn't get that in for lagging or something.
I assume you have living quarters.
I do, milady, I do. I, I have my properties.
That's good. So, looks like I don't have to provide you with that. Please give me a call anytime that something is necessary. If it is not necessary,
I
try
shall
to do
avoid.
things. If you, I'm currently looking for a new couple in town. Perhaps if you can prove useful in these coming days, the position might become yours.
I just kneel a bit, bow my head. Is the Padrona thing I will do. I thank you for your appreciation, and if you have any orders for me, I will follow.
They will come soon enough, but for now, I want you, as the first order, to get used to the city, understand what's going on, and actively try to do something about it. I prefer not to have war in my business area.
As you command, will be done.
Thank you.
And if you will excuse me, I shall leave you to your business. As
Understood.
I bow again and then slowly leave the room.
Have a good day.
Good evening, milady.
And with that, the door closes, and you are back out in the main foyer of this wolf.
I will walk back to the car, get out as soon as possible, and most importantly, get to my domain as soon as possible.
Yep. And yeah, you arrive. To which I don't know. Do you? What was your living? You had a what?
I just wrote that I because you said that obviously the most luxurious part was owned by the Giovanni leader. I said any extremely luxurious part of New York, and
With resources.
or Little Italy, whatever is better for.
With resources 5, I can say you could have a pretty nice penthouse on a high rise.
Mhm. Okay. Resources 5, yeah. Domain 5, resources 5, yes. Well, yeah. Probably, I don't know. I'll do as you I'll take what you said. Probably. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'll do as you said, but for certain, my mm, headquarters will be probably in the center of my domain for obvious reasons, mainly defense.
Based off of, 1 second. Based off your domain, you have 5 domain. So you have about a good city block of your domain, or is your domain. That's like roughly 20 miles each direction.
Give me a second so that I can translate what miles are in kilometers, and I will.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I can do that.
Okay.
That is about 32 kilometers each
Yep.
direction.
Mm, mm. Oh. As my domain, I will take anything that does not disturb the plot or the setting or anything at all. Doesn't.
Yep, you'll be in the center of Brooklyn, New York.
Understood. Yeah, what probably happened is that the the domain was actually bought by my own company in the as soon as I was given the order to go to New York. I started buying at any price that would accept the land so that I could do whatever I wanted with the area, so that the mortal will still theoretically answer to me. And then if there were any other kindred in this area, they either moved or disappeared.
Okay. Just put that in your blue book as well, and we can talk about that.
Mhm.
Okay. So once you've reached your house and you get inside, then what does your character do? I forget your name.
Well, Lucius Aurelius, but still. I would like to know because the retainer that actually does the work and is awake during the day to make sure that the company is running and everything is fine. I would like to know if she's awake or if because being awake during the day, she probably needs to rest at night. But I would still like to know she's awake. I do not want to disturb her because I need her preferably
Right now,
working.
it is probably roughly 2 a.m.
So I take it that as a no.
She's probably asleep, like mid REM cycle sleep.
Okay. Okay. Well, to my bodyguard and driver, I will give her the other retainer. I will give her instruction because putting cameras on the car and things. Even telling the same thing to do the same things more time just to make sure she remembers it. And if she can look into the number I gave her, and I will leave the same, like the sort of same instruction. So it gives us a number or the mobile number. Look, find anything you can, both legally or illegally. I don't care. To the other retainer, should that she can use my mortal influence and power, which is basically money, to find out something. And for the rest of the night, just making sure that everything is exactly how I told them to be made. And I will look into some finance to make sure that my company does actually work and it's actually running exactly as I wanted.
All right, sounds good. With that, we can end the scene for a little bit until more players arrive, and then you can have your interactions with the players.
Great.
All right, with that, thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching, and to all, a good night.